Hi guys, it's Chantale from a Page Cafe. I am here to show you a flip through of this beautiful guest design team project for Ephemera's Vintage Garden for Debbie Ann. This is the kit. There is actually two kits in here and it's called Wings of Jonathan. I will put her website below and her YouTube channel if you want to go check her out. She's got some amazing kits, all kinds of beautiful journals as well she does create, so keep an eye on her shop. This is what I made with it, so I will show you guys. The closure is this. Oh my goodness, what is this called? Why can't I think of the name? Anyways, it doesn't matter. You know, this thread. Oh my gosh. I've got this big key that's on top, and then they're knotted. This is a paper bead. I did not create it. They were gifted to me, so I thought it went well with the orange. And this little guy was also gifted to me, and I decided to use it in this journal because the blue went so well with it, and this was also a gift, and I decided to gift it as well and put it in because it just seemed to work very well. I just attached it to I want to say burlap. It is not burlap, it's this thread. Oh, why am I having such a brain fart? Anyways, it's attached to the first part, just on an eyelet right here. The top has two of these. I don't know if they're journaling cards or pockets. I guess you could use them whichever way you wanted to. I decided to stitch around them and make them into pockets. And then she's got these really cute little journaling cards or tags. I guess they could be tags. And I just inked them up, and then I stitched around, and I put them on my blue cabbage, purple cabbage dyed paper. So you'll see a lot of it in here, and I also have avocado paper as well. And here's the other card in the top one. These are so pretty. If you guys like butterflies, it's just such a gorgeous kit. I just love it. I fell in love with it, and I just had to make something with it. This is not for sale. It is a gift. So I'm hoping that my friend does not come and watch my channel. I have warned her, so she knows. So should we go on this side or this? I'll just do this little notebook. It is a little notebook that you can remove and put a new one in if you want. It just pops right in the back of there, and it's got this packing paper that I have put two eyelets and the thread that I can't think of the name for some weird reason, I don't know. And then I've got some of this dyed paper, the blue one that I made for this kit. Really, I have tried it before, but it was a lighter color. So I decided to put a couple more cabbage leaves in there. So it's the purple cabbage. Sorry, my fingers, I just finished this. My fingers are all inked up. This is the paper that printed. See how there's little lines? It's the first time that I have had to clean my printer, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured it out, so it's all good. It's very simple. So the heads needed cleaning. So yeah, so that's what happened there, and I just couldn't throw them out, so I printed them again because I really wanted to show you guys what they look like properly printed. So there's actually two pockets here, and I'm just gonna put this to the side. And then this just tucks in there. And then there's a second pocket with one of her beautiful tags, and it's just like in the front here. And then there's a second one in the back as well. I should have almost notched it. Anyways, and then there is sewing around this pocket. Now let's go on this side. This is one of her beautiful pages. I just took a piece and put it on cardstock so it would be a little sturdier. I've got some messy stitching around, and then one of the paper ruffles with one of my blue or purple cabbage dyed paper. It's super cool how it turned out. Anyways, so this is one that printed wrong, and I just decided to make a journal card with it. And then I put a little tiny words from Tim Holtz on the corner here, and then another paper ruffle, and here's the back, so she can journal on there. And here's the other side of that paper. This part here would be like on this edge. You'll see the actual paper in, like this print in the journal as well. So let's go inside. This is the front pocket. Now, I used a regular envelope that I had dyed that I folded a couple times, and so there's a tuck here, there's a pocket here, and there's a large pocket in the back. And this is tea bags that I had kept that I just took a strip and made into a ruffle, and this is one of the little butterflies that I decided to fussy cut out of one of the papers, one of the pages, you'll see. Well, not in this one because this was printed wrong. See how there's the little lines on it, but I just couldn't throw them out like I have said already. I have a little paper clip here with a little itty bitty dangle on that one. It just keeps this pocket down and held down. This is one of her pockets, and then I did a little collage in the front. There's the tea-dyed, not the tea-dyed, the tea bag in the background, and there's a little ruffle with the leftover papers. I made a bunch of ruffles as well. This was gifted to me. It was a little stamp, like she just gave me a strip of different stamps. Like there's little birds, and this was one of them. And when I saw it, it reminded me of this guy. So I thought, oh, that would be perfect. So I made a little collage, and this is a stamp from my friend. Oh my goodness, I am completely having brain farts. Anyways, one of my friends sent him a bunch of stamps, and when I saw the color, I thought it would work perfectly with this kit. Inside is one of her little ephemeras that I have backed on this paper and then stitched around and inked, and then I made a ticket with some scraps. This is one of the papers that I dyed, and then this was a scrap of dark blue paper that I found in my stash that I thought would work so well. I did not glue this envelope. If you want to glue it to my lovely friend who's having it, you can go ahead. If not, she can write in it as well. So this little guy just holds this one down. Look at how cool this envelope dyed. I love how that happened. It was so cool to watch it because when I started, the dye was a darker color, like really dark, and then when it went in the oven and baked, it changed. Like this is the same dye as this and this, and it just blows my mind how it's so different. I think the heat changed the colors, and you'll see as we go along. Anyways, this is one of the little scrap that was left over because I used this color on a lot of the tags, you'll see. So this is one of our envelopes, and then I just made a little collage in the front, and then there's a couple of those butterflies, fussy cutted butterflies that I put in there, and then this is one of the cards that, like I said earlier, printed wrong. So you'll see a lot of these little kind of striped ones because unfortunately I had printed almost the whole kit, so I tried to use it because I just couldn't waste it. So that little pocket that goes in here, and then I'll put this guy back so I don't lose it or forget where it goes. I'm just going to put that back there with the little dangle, and then the back is a large pocket, and then here's one of our tags that I have put on It's a bookend paper, like it's quite thick, and it's a beautiful color. So I used it on some of the ephemeras as well. This is one of the ephemera that comes in the kit as well. It's just beautiful. I just love it. And then this is a daily time card that I received from Jessica Rapp. So I shared one of those with, and then I made a little paper ruffle with the scraps again. Well, with the misprinted paper. So I decided to put a little bit on the edge so it would kind of match. So this goes in there like that. And let's see the beautiful papers that she created. And the back of this one is kind of it comes in the kit as well. It's a lighter color, but she's got these super cool like tape on the edge like that. Oh, I just love it. Oh, this one doesn't have any. And then this is one, and then this like stitching, faux stitching is super cool as well. This is one of my little flowers that I tried to kind of do eco dye. I guess it was some of the flowers that I had on my table were kind of wilting, so I thought, I mean, what the heck, right? So I dipped it in the blue dye, and then I put it on top of my avocado paper, which is kind of almost, this time my avocado paper almost turned like a peachy color, so it was like perfect. The universe sent me the proper colors for this journal. It turned out super cool. And then here's that scene, some of the papers that I also created, and this is one of her journaling cards, and then I put a little bit of material on the side. You'll see them on the edge as well. There's little tabs on the edge. And here's another little dangle. And then on this side is a little collaged tag that I made. Here's another one of her beautiful papers. And you get both sides, like a lighter side for the other side, and then a designer, a beautiful design pages. This one has a really light, I think you should be able to see, little light butterflies. It's super beautiful. And these tape marks, oh, I just love those. I love that touch. So thank you so much for that, Debbie Ann. Here's another one of her kit with a butterfly, and this is another one that I left to air dry, I believe, this one. So I love how it turned out. It was just white, so I literally just put it in the dye. And then this ruffle, like this color with the butterfly and this, I just love how it turned out. It just, I don't know. And then this is the other side. She's got some lined paper, but I love how it's like kind of like old and rustic almost. Yeah, I really like that, those lined papers. Some avocado paper with a little tab, and here's one of her envelopes. This one is not glued, so you can, there's nothing in it. You can write on it if you want. And I had taken some ribbon, like the little wire, so I decided to make like these little bows. So I thought I'd include one in here just for fun. And there's little beads as well. And this is one of her, see the tape paper? You can see it across all the way. It's super cool. I really like that feature. It looks really grungy and beautiful. So great job. Another one of her cool ephemeras that I have stitched around. And there's that little tape again with the lined paper. Another one of these I want to say avocado. It's not. It's purple cabbage or red cabbage or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so here's one of her ephemeras that I grunged up. And then I just folded it and I just put it on. This is tea-dyed paper. All nicely grunged up. Here's another pocket right here. Excuse me. It's like a material pocket, so it's nice. There's quite a bit of room in there. Here's another one of those papers. As I said earlier, there's some extra because of the way it printed. So here's another little bit of one of her cards that I kind of cut in pieces. A little collaged tag. And then on this side there's a little tab. This is one of in the kit as well. One of those little cards that I inked up. If you guys want to know how I did these, like the grungy kind of inked up papers, let me know and I can do a little, I might even do a little small tutorial anyways, just to kind of show you how I did it. It's super simple and it just gives it character. Here's a little paper ruffle on the tea-dyed paper. Another one of the lighter ones that you can put on the other side. Oh, this is the middle, one of the middle pages. I just love these pages. They're so pretty with this tape or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. And then in the middle, I've got some wooden beads, and I had, oops, I had these super cute wooden beads that are like the perfect color, I thought, for this journal, this orange and that blue. It's almost like a denim blue. Perfect. It's just perfect. And then we've got another little dangle over here with a 4-leaf clover, and here's one of her envelopes as well. Another one of her kit pages with the, I think this is the other side, I believe. There's the lined papers. I like that script on the side as well. And the other side of this paper. This is another one of the scraps that I just added on the edge. And then there's like a little angel because she's such a sweetheart. This lovely friend that I'm sending it to. She's so sweet and kind, so just thought I would add a little angel in there. And again, with the blue, I love how this blue like brings this blue out, and the beautiful butterflies. I love how kind of rustic it is. And then another one of her tags. I ran out of sari silk, so I was just a little sad. So this was little bits, so I got to order some more of that and some paper ruffles. Another little tab there. Here's the other side of her papers. You don't even need to do anything to them. They're so beautiful. And here's one of my tea-dyed red cabbage / avocado, I think. There's another avocado paper right here with one of her cards, and I did use a little bit of script stamp on those. And then here's another one of her pages that I cut in half and then that had printed wrong, and I just inked it up and just added for extra journaling. And then this is another one of those papers that I just cut, like I followed the leaves and made it into a pocket. And then a little bit of paper ruffle at the bottom. And then I made this huge tag with one of her little cards or journaling cards that I had just glued partially on this side, and then you can write on this side. And it also serves as a tuck for another sheet of paper if she wants extra room for journaling. And this all fits in here. She can add more stuff if she wants as well. Here's the back of the first signature. This is the one that I used, that I was going to use for the cover. Like this is part of this one. You'll see on the other side. Here's the other side. See? That's the full paper. The full page of that one. It's that side, and here's the other side of it. So this is the second signature, that beautiful lined paper, a little bit of paper ruffle on the side. Here is one of her lovely tags, and I just put a little bit of blue ribbon at the top. And I have a little star dangle. And then this beautiful orange print. Another one of her tags. Inked up. And then some of that. And then another ruffle with the blue again on this beautiful kit image or paper. And here's this. And here's the other, the piece that I accidentally ripped. And so I couldn't just throw it out. So I thought I would put it on the edge and make it look old and grungy, and I just love how that turned out. It's super cool, and I love these numbers, so I had to keep them. And then on this side, there's another tag with the blue, oops, with the blue. See how this one is almost a teal color? I'm just blown away by the different colors that came out of the same die. Seriously. Anyways. So here's another one of her beautiful images or papers, journaling pages, I should say. Here's another, this one was air dried, another one of her beautiful kit pictures. I am having difficulty talking papers, journaling papers. Am I even still in frame? Yeah, I think so. Paper ruffle. There's the other side of that one. Some more lined papers. And then here is, excuse me, the middle of the second signature, and a couple of the wooden beads again, a little tab. Here's the little scrap. So I made a little collage on the side here. And this is from Jessica Rapp as well. It's very difficult to find actual like good ephemera. And I bought a bundle and I just thought I'd share some. It's super cool. It's got even like the bank of Lind on there. It's neat. And then one of those little slips, and then another piece of the leftovers that I had to include as well. A tag stitched around again. Oh, there's that little black dangle bead. This is a beautiful image. I really like it. And here is more of the purple, red cabbage or purple cabbage or whatever it's called. And then here's another one from her kit that I really grunged up. And then I added some of this tea bags that I have added to make it look like almost like tape. So I think it turned out pretty cool. So this is what I mean by grunging up your papers. If you want to know how I did it, just let me know and I'll do a little tutorial. And this is also from Jessica Rapp. So she's got some cool vintage stuff over there. So, and then some lined paper from her kit. And then this is the other side that I printed on. I love these. So pretty. These butterflies. And I like this fake stitching. It's so cool. And then there's that eco-dyed. There's more in there too, I think. I can't remember where they are though. And then this is the orange, almost damask kind of look. Another layaway tag with some scraps and some paper ruffles. More of that blue. There's plenty of room in this one to write. And then there's a little dangle there. And then another little scrappy kind of edge. I might add more of those because I still have some little scraps around, so I might add to the front because I really like how that turned out. And this is another one I fussy cutted out, and I just made a little collage on the back of this striped one, and then there's the back. And here is the back envelope for the extra, some of the extra ephemera. So we've got, this one is a little more different than the other one. Instead of having a pocket here, I have the second pocket up here. So there's a little tuck spot here. And on the back, I put one of her beautiful butterflies that I've fussy cut. And it's a little envelope that has a tiny little tag. And I just left the string coming out. And then it just pops in. Now, if you want, you could tuck in this guy this way. You could also use this guy as a tuck, but I don't know how well it would hold. You could use it like this as a tuck, but I just put it this way so you can see this fun collage that she has created. And then here's one of her journaling cards. So I just literally, there's two. So this one goes in the front. It fits perfectly in that little pocket. Another one of her journaling tags with that cool paper. Another one of these. This is actually like, there's another part of this ephemera paper. You've probably seen them at the beginning, I think. See, it's this one. And I just took the top and then grunched it up. This is the same one. So it's pretty cool how you can get two things created out of one. So the butterfly, I just took it off. I think it was possibly the orange one, because she's got two of these. I think it's two, maybe more. I don't know if I can find it at the moment. It's not it. I think it's in like, nope. I don't know. Anyways, you get what I mean. So that's that end part of that ephemera card. Anyways, nope, it's not this one. So I just kept this part, and here's more of this little slip at the back, like there's two, and then there's another grunched up one, and it did have a little piece of tape here, so I kind of worked with that and then kind of made it grungier. So here's this guy, and it just goes in the back like that. And then I think that's it, you guys. And this guy goes back over here. Like, you could probably put the whole, because it's quite high. You could probably put, sorry, I'm hitting the lid over there. So you could easily put the whole thing back here if you wanted to, like. Anyways, I'm just fiddling around now. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed my project, and I hope that you go check out Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and all of Debbie Ann's information will be linked below, and I hope that you enjoyed my project, and I will talk to you soon. Bye for now. Have a great evening.